Love is a high-risk behavior.
The late and great Maya Angelou once said, "Do the best that you can until you know better. And when you know better, do better." As my pastor, Dr. Darius Daniels, would say, you did the best that you could with the tools you had in the season that you were in. And I love each of these quotes because they play on each other. And the fact of them is this, that all you have is your present self. In a dreamy world, that self would be presently the most evolved, most refined, highest earning, kindest, most loving, unstressed, omnipresent, fittest and healthiest mind, body, and soul, just to name a few things. But how realistic is it to cover all of this ground in one season of your life and genuinely, not feel stretched, stressed, depressed? How realistic is it that you appear in each of your relationships like that? So let's talk about smart love. Smart love, to me, is the opposite of whatever we were doing before, when we were falling in love. Smart love instead has authority. It has jurisdiction. What does that look like when you are going through this voir dire process in dating and you want to love smartly? What does that look like? The S for smart love is slow. It takes its time to get to a place of comfortable trust and potential of that potential partner. It is not hasty to get to the good parts. I know the good parts feel good, y'all. I know the good parts feel good, but it's not hasty to get to the good parts. They will come if this is founded on something real. Smart love is mindful. It exists more than not in the realm of consciousness when it comes to making decisions about it. It considers the other person and is alert to their needs as it needs them, as it learns them, right? It's alert to their needs as you are learning the other person. It's not self-seeking first. It's not self-seeking first. You can be self-loving first, considering yourself first and the things that you value. Smart love is also abstract. It's sure to outline what it wants to be and what it doesn't want to be. But this is the part of love that has historical context to work from, especially if you have been heartbroken. That's who this is for. You have historical context to work from. This is not your first time at this, right? So you know what you want and don't want, but you're not married to it. That's why it's abstract. You know what it's like to love and to give with no bounds, to fall with no parachute, and to live with no plan. So you're more theoretical. Theory. You're experimenting, you're trying. You have a vision, but you're not married to the vision. You're not stuck on the things going one way and one way only. You're abstract. Smart love reasons. Similarly to being sound, this type of love reasons. It's able to make rational judgments of what is in the best interest of self and the other. One thing about rational judgment is that it cannot be selfish or sabotaging. It relies on straightness and accepts that the truth is the truth versus bending the truth to meet our need. It meets the truth instead where it's at. It is reasonable. Smart love, lastly, takes care. This love assumes responsibility for its expression. It assumes responsibility for its growth and the maintenance needed. It's involved in its own progress, and it's a contribution to the relationship and knows that contribution matters. It also knows if it doesn't take care, that pulls value out of the relationship. It's responsible, right? It's reasonable. It's smart. It takes care. Smart love is not about the other person as much as it is about knowing our own personal values and our standards and desires. And knowing these things, then we can better get to know someone else from an understanding of them as a separate person and entity that also has their own standards and values and desires, right? And they don't have to be a threat to ours. Smart love is for you. Agape love is for them. Smart love is for you. So agape and smart love don't have to exist separately, right? One is a biblical truth and the other really is just based on my personal experience, and it may help you. This may help you ascertain the beautiful example of what I believe Jesus modeled for us. And perhaps it's better to think about this type of love as an approach to love versus a type of love, should I say, right? Smart love is an approach to love. Smart love, though, can only come after heartbreak. You are qualified to make smart love decisions. You are qualified to exercise your discernment because you've had a heartbreak. And your heartbreak is your prerequisite. Smart love is a risk, you guys. Yes, it is. But it's also a reward. I do want all of us to take note that remembering not all love is love. Not all love is love. Not all the things that we thought was love is actually love. And that love that we knew with our ex was absolutely the best that we could offer in the season that we were in with the tools that we had. But a smarter lover is an intentional lover. And an intentional lover is the best lover. So now we do better because we know better. Stay smart out there. I love you. Thank you for loving yourself so you can then go and love your neighbor. Until next time.
Why don't you stay a little longer? You like what you like, right? Subscribe to the channel so we can spend a little more time together, and maybe comment your thoughts because I care what you're thinking. Love is the risk and the reward.